everyone, hope you guys are doing well and keeping safe. I know I am, and that's why the brand is back, like she never left, baby. So in today's video, I will be particularly chatting to the people who are either interested in studying law or have already applied, but they don't know what to expect. So I'll just be basically telling you guys what it is to expect and sort of giving you some tips, Yana, here and there. So if that sounds like something you're keen on watching, kindly do stay tuned and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get into the video. So in a nutshell, what I would say based on my experience, if someone was asking me what is law like, I would definitely say that law is it's not difficult, it's not hard, it's not rocket science. It's just up to you as a person on how much work you're willing to put in. You know, what you put in is what you get out. And I know you're probably even hearing that in high school right now, or in general life. Basically, it's the same thing. Law is it's very theory based. It's a lot of content to get through. It's a lot of text, and from different parts. It's not just the textbook that you're going to deal with. So I find that you need to be someone who is very passionate about what law is, you know. So do research. Maybe you're seated at home right now, get on Google, honey, and Google, like, maybe from different varsities, like what types of modules you're gonna do, or, you know, I don't know, but just check out what it entails to study law. I went to the Nelson Mandela University, and I do know that they do show you the different modules that you're going to take in the different years. So do that. The second thing you need to do is you need to be very disciplined. You need to know when to play and when to work. You need to know that you need to work more than you play. Work smart and not hard, or work hard and smart. Work hard at working smart, maybe. Yeah, so that's the second thing. And the third thing is that you need to be very self-motivated. Like, it's not nice to study, I won't care. It's not nice, it's boring. It gets kind of one note. Sometimes it's like you don't even understand, or really this module that you're doing, it's the history bit of it, and it's like, do I really need to know this? So you just need to be really self-motivated and understand like why it is you're studying law, and always think of the end goal. So yeah, that's what I would say. So yeah, let's get into number one. Number one would be that it's a very isolated degree. You are going to be alone most of the time with that book or with those cases. It's not group work. You know, you need to make sure that you understand the core of that particular module, like what it is the lecturer wants you to grasp. You know, you're not spoon-fed like you were in high school. You know, it's not one of those things where you get there and it's like, oh, okay, from pages 59 to, you know, 72, that's what you need to know for the exam. No. It's not like that. Number two is that, like I said before, it's a lot of text. So exams could be on 400 plus pages, sweetie. Or yeah, they're very vague. Lecturers, they'll be like, yeah, on everything we did throughout, let's say, yeah, module is 6 months long. So yeah, everything that we've done, and yeah, you've really covered a lot. And sometimes you really just want to know what it is to focus on or what to not focus on a lot. You know. But yeah, like I said as well, it's not just the textbook that you're going to go through. There's other things, you know, there's journal articles, there's case law, and the judgments sometimes can get really long, you know, really long, and you need to be able to like pinpoint like the relevant parts, because obviously you can't be saying all of what's in the textbook. It's impossible. So yeah, But yeah, I would say you get better at it. Like get better equipped with the skills to know, like, okay, you know, this is what I need to really grasp, or this is what I really need to get. Number 3 is that you must attend lectures. Like, attend your classes, attend your TADs, honey. I know in first year, I don't know if they're still doing it with, but they probably still do, with you know, the whole COVID situation that's going on and the whole online thing. But basically in my first year, they, for certain modules, but they were like a continuous module, so we didn't write any exams, but we have to go to TADs and class and stuff. There was like a register that you had to sign, and you had to have 75% attendance in case like you didn't meet the requirement of passing with a certain percentage, you know. Second year also for some modules, but regardless of that, I feel like it's very vital that you attend classes, because that's when lecturers, you know, give you the real tea. That's where you get the real scoop. Sometimes they'll hint here and there, like, oh, I love this topic, or oh, you know, this particular question is something I like asking, and they'll just variate maybe on that particular question. There's also consultation hours that you can make use of. Let's say you were given homework, or you can't grasp a particular principle and you would just like to get more elaboration, or you know, so you can make use of those times. Lecturers, they like it. They like to be used like that, you know. That's why they're very passionate about that law thing. One thing about lecturers, they're very passionate and they really do want to help. So you must just utilize those opportunities, which means attending classes, asking questions in class, and also making use of the consultation hours. Number 4, I would say that law involves a lot of critical thinking. You need to be able to, you know, critically analyze a problem that's given to you. You need to be able to, you know, get immediately what topic it is, what the issue is, what the relevant law is, how to apply that law, and you need to be able to conclude, which is basically give advice. It's not like a course where you know, read certain things, and then you're gonna regurgitate the same thing, No, sweetie, it's thinking, and you must also refer to those other different sources and, you know, other things. So it's not as straightforward, but like I said before, I feel like there are certain things that help you acquire those skills to be able to answer. But I think the biggest thing would be what I saw is that different lecturers like to be answered in a particular way, and that's why you need to attend classes, because they, you know, you get to sense and see, like, from them, like their teaching style, and maybe they'll when you deal with a problem, they'll give you how they would have maybe answered, or you hear from other people's answers if those answers are what they like. Or you could also ask, you know, like, oh, let's say there's a problem like this, how would you prefer we answered that question? So yeah, just go to class, guys. Yeah, it's not as straightforward as you think, but at the end of the day, I feel like once you've sort of grasped what it is they're looking for, then it's much easier to be able to answer. Moving on to number 5 is that the language used in some of the textbooks requires you to, like, give a lot of time to your studies, you know, and not just actual note taking, because you can't just get there and start taking notes. You need to read through you know, the topic that you've gone through or the chapter that you've gone through, sort of to sort of okay, understand, and be able to write it in your own words, you know. They use, I feel like, very dated English, which is sometimes there'll be like a whole paragraph and you're like, listen, you could have said it properly or easily in one sentence. Like, it just makes no sense why they haven't updated the English. So it can sort of get frustrating, and that's why you need to give yourself enough time to go through the content so that yeah, you just understand it. It's not one of those things, honestly, like those courses where, or not courses, but like, let's say in high school, where you can study a week prior and you think you're okay. Even though, to be quite honest, I do know of a guy, but I think he was lying to me, who he studied really close to the time of like his tests and exams, but he would then study the whole night, like the whole night, and he did really well. But I think, you know, for the average person, or for most people, let me not label us, it's, you just need time. So give yourself time before test week, give yourself enough time before exams to thoroughly prepare yourself, because it's little things like language, and I'm sure you guys are like, oh, just language, like, are you stupid? You're not stupid. It's just sometimes those sentences, you'll even see like in the acts, and it's like, it's not necessary. It's really not necessary. You could have said it in a more, you know, simple way. But anyways, number 6 is that you need to keep organized, you know. So even if you haven't learned the skill of being an organized person, it's time that you did, because it's like I said, it's a lot of theory, it's a lot of notes. Sometimes you get you know, sheets in class, or you get emails of certain sources that you must refer to, and so obviously you can't have it on your phone, or maybe it's on your laptop and you save it that way. But I know for me, I like to have hard copies so that I can highlight and write maybe a note or two on the side. So what I would suggest is that, you know, maybe getting different files for different modules, and like notebooks as well, where, you know, let's say for company law, you will keep the notes that you take in your lectures in one book, and then you have the notes that you take for yourself, like to easily understand the work, like from the textbook maybe. You have those on exam paper, and then you know, you put those sheets together in a file, and you do that for each module. So yeah, because you get cases as well. Cases are long, you know, you don't want to be struggling also for a no. I remember I wrote this somewhere, and you looking through your exam pad, it's not a nice feeling. So yeah, just make sure you keep organized. Number 7 would be make friends with seniors, make friends with classmates. It's easier that way, because yeah, some people are connected with the good stuff. By the good stuff, I mean, you know, certain guides, they have past papers, not to say that the lecturer will ask the exact same question the exact same way, but if you have past papers, I feel like you get to sort of understand how the lecturer would ask a certain question, and so you can also prepare maybe your answers in those, you know, your answers that are prepared. Maybe you could go and consult with the lecturer as well, like, oh, okay, so this is, you know, a question that I dealt with, is it okay, is it not okay, what should I add, what should I leave out? Yeah, so it's also like it's a very good source of revision. So yeah, so make friends. It's a good thing, make friends. Number 8, which is also the last one, is something I didn't really do, but I think it's truly really beneficial, and that's to join law societies, mainly because I feel like it gives you confidence, it builds confidence, it builds character. You have access to people who are, you know, in the law faculty. You see your lecturers, it's easier to talk to them. And there's also, I feel like, opportunities within that, because you get to, you know, learn certain skills. There's workshops, there's you know, where they come and they speak to you guys. It's also sort of to network and place yourself, you know, for the future, to place yourself okay or right for the future. So yeah, that's it from me. Law, like I said, is not hard, it's not difficult. It's just up to you as an individual, but it does require a lot of determination. You need to be passionate about it, and just understand, like, it's not the easiest thing to sort of get through. It's a lot on your mental health as well. So make sure that you lead a really balanced student life. You know, go out, sweetie, eat right, exercise, study a lot, but also, yeah, don't neglect your friends outside of law, don't neglect your hobbies. Yeah, that's what I would basically say. And thank you so much for watching. I hope this video is as brief as it could be. Kindly do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe the video. And please do tell me if you would like more videos on like the law student experience, or I don't know what, really, maybe like different jobs you could do with a law degree, or anything really. Please do, I would appreciate those suggestions. And yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.